Hey guys, this is Avery. I wanted to preface these behind the scenes videos with just some context for what was happening in my life at the time. I was kind of in like a quarter life crisis. I was in a job that was extremely stressful, not what I wanted to do, and I felt like I wasn't moving forward in a film career at all. So I was a little stressed, manic, not making extremely logical decisions. So just a heads up, just take everything with a grain of salt. And obviously I've made a lot of changes since then, and I feel so much better. So I'm going to school at New England School of Communications for video and film production. And I got a job at a news station doing master controls and broadcast, which is super fun. And I'm in a much better place now. So that is my context, and please enjoy the behind the scenes. All right, so it is October 28th, and this is the beginning of my festival run for the Book of Fear. So I am starting to work on ideas and plans. I've applied to 7 film festivals. I'm going to try to go to as many as I can, whether I'm screened or not. And I booked my ticket, my round trip ticket, and I am starting to work on, well, basically today I was doing a lot of research on the film festival process and strategies for preparing, and like what I'm going to hand out to the audience if I get screened, and what I'm going to hand out to potential networks or agents and distributors, and where. And then now I'm looking at like what I'm going to wear. Obviously this isn't what I'm going to wear, but trying to take themes from the film and turn them into fashion. I want to do something Celtic, Gaulish, and kind of bring it to that kind of pagan, early European era, to kind of show the implications or inspirations behind the pagan cross and symbolism and stuff that were used in the film. So I'm thinking about doing a white floor-length robe with the black pagan cross on it, and that's all I figured out yet so far. So I'll do some sketches, and then I'm gonna make some stuff because I still have a lot of fabric left over from the film. I'll update you when I have a sketch. Alright, I'm seeing how much fabric I still have. Okay, that's definitely a lot of the white. This is not gonna do much. I'm gonna need to get some stuff done. Okay, big shout out to Alex and Samson, who killed this bird, but did it so well that the skull and the feet are preserved. This is just dish soap mixed with water to separate all the extra like fat and stuff. And that's the first step. I want to do a festival run commercial like the Fame Monster commercial and the Blackout album commercial. So I've been practicing my voice memos. Coming soon to a theater. I used to do voice acting professionally. I did it once. I sound dumb, but like it'll look cool, promise. And I'm back at Next Gen because I'm looking for props and stuff for the final sketch, or like the Chicago look. So they usually have really good stuff, so I'm gonna see what Ariel has. Yeah. I got so much stuff. Thank you, Ariel. Literally lots of fabric, so I have enough to do an actual like full white outside robe, and then I'm gonna do a red dress underneath with gold embellishments, and then this can be the lining of something. And I got these like copper acorns that are going to be glued around the bird skeleton to the cross that Logan's making. So yes, successful thrifting trip. Oh, I also want to hand bead the white robe, the robes, and I want to do the black insignia or like the cross on the back, but I'm gonna like hand sew on all of the beads. I had a dream last night about a cornucopia altar, like where people would sit in front of it. I was asleep in the car, and then my mom was like, hey, do you want to go into Rennie's? I was like, okay. So I just kind of like stumbled around half awake, found some stuff, but then I went over to Sherman's bookstore and found Faust Part 1, Dante's Divine Comedy, and the Satanic Bible. Sherman's, thank you. I also want to see if I can dilute the red acrylic paint with some water or something, and then make these all red and these two, so they're like kind of blood pearls and blood diamonds. Yes. All right, so I really want to mix some red and magenta and purple paint to make like a really deep red for the robe, just to give it a little, and also to have like that really sharp contrast from the white. So I found my acrylic paint. The three of them together is just making purple, or this, whatever it is. This is a lot better. This is just these two. I'm gonna use that for the beads too. Yes. 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 One day later. Ooh! See that foot? It's clean. I can't see the rest of her. She's definitely like macerating though, so that you can see. There's the foot. You can see the foot is clean. And there's still skin on it, which will be an issue. But first, leaves. Oh, and the boots and gloves came today too.
I need to stop looking at it.
You're judging me. Look, you have a son! A son! I'm gonna be mailing him to my grandmother today to get painted. All right, baby Celtic cross is in the mail. My grandmother is gonna paint it, and I'm trying to see if she can do like a nighttime forest kind of thing on it. So I'm thinking I might put the bird on it, or I may not, and just and have the bird as a necklace with some acorns around it, like the copper acorns. I'm still figuring that out, but at least for the night scene on the cross, I wanted to show that like at the end of the day we all return to the earth. It's a very kind of druid Celtic kind of thing. So, yeah.
Sit there, make me look guilty. You will even anyways ride with me. You have a career, I can tell. I train you now so well.
Alright, so it is November 14th, 2021, and last night I started my list of production companies for thriller and horror films, and I found contact information for 2 of them and sent out some LinkedIn messages and 1 or 2 emails. It was kind of nerve-wracking because I feel like the closer I start getting to these festivals, things become very real again. And it's like Icarus, like flying close to the sun and not knowing whether your dreams are going to get burned up or like if they're going to fly. You know, I'm trying to do everything that I can to be prepared for these festivals, which means having communication, if not, you know, just looking for agents and networking with people at festivals to be able to set up opportunities for pitching screenplays and showing my existing film so that someone with the budget and the crew and the distribution channels will be able to hopefully pick up me for like a contract. Or, oh my gosh, there's a bird on my windshield. Okay, goodbye. Basically, I don't want to bank on just hoping that like I get picked up to be screened or get nominated for something like an award at one of these festivals, because that's so far out of my control. And also, like, if that's the only thing I'm banking on, and I spent all this time making costumes and flying and booking hotel rooms and traveling, like, it would be so disappointing if nothing happened. So like I need to have like something in place either way. So that's my networking plan. You know, I'm just over 2 weeks away from Chicago, and I'm scared and excited, but mostly scared right now. But I mean, I got so much positivity from people who in my sphere have watched the movie and said it was very creative, but then they loved the cinematography and they thought the story was really good. And like that all just makes me feel much better, because like when I spent all that time setting up for the premiere event to have no one show up, which I know partially was my fault because I had it on a Sunday, and it was a Sunday night, but still, like, it still was like kind of heartbreaking. Just how everything panned out. But you know, I have to just remind myself to have goals, and that was a practice screener for me, where I was able to have my family and Logan and people who I love and trust listen to me introduce and talk about the movie and then watch it live. Now I feel like I have at least that experience if I end up with a screening at something bigger.
No more boosting your ego. You pulled it down, couldn't see it, but all that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah.
I dropped out. I told my parents I'm leaving. I'm gonna get an apartment and 8 jobs, and they were like,
I'm panicking. Okay, I did some research. I was watching, or I was like listening to some videos about, you know, tips and tricks for submitting to film festivals and stuff, especially for short films. And my short film is 23 minutes long, and most of the ones that get screened are less than 10 minutes. So I am hoping that I am still within some deadlines, that I can do another cut tonight, like a big cut, and like really shorten the hell out of it down to like 8 or 9 minutes or 10 minutes even. Like, somehow after getting up early, I finished the 6.5 minute cut of the film, and I just listened to it back, I'm really surprised how well the story can still be told that short. But honestly, it's like, I wonder if it's even told better, because there's a lot of downtime and B-roll and stuff that was just suctioned out.
It's not too late. You're making me believe it's not too late. Tomorrow will come.
What do you think? I know you're an expert on dresses and women's clothing.
Well, I'm not an expert.
I think it fits pretty well. I can still move in it, so that's a good sign.
Okay.
It's cunt. C is for cunt. All right, it is November 19th. Oh my gosh, we're within 2 weeks of Chicago. Wah! Okay, so yesterday I found a red dress and I found a red clutch, which is cunt. So the red dress is back there. And basically my thought is, because there's probably going to be a couple different parts of the festival, is to save the robe for screening, and then I'm going to add some World War I military features to the dress and also cut it out to give it a little bit more skin, so I can wear those to the networking events and other premieres and stuff like that.
It's not too late. You're making me believe it's not too late. Tomorrow will come. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah.
All right, the business cards and the posters have been acquired. So we have my business card, the back, and a little spot for me to write the link and viewing code for the film. And sweet. Boom. Look how big that is. And then I have a little spot to write the filming date and location and time. Yes.
911.
Do you taste it? Do you feel what I feel? I feel it coming in, it's so near. You got me breathing like an animal. Won't be satisfied until you're here. Every little time you touch my thighs, I wanna cry. Every little touch you take me deeper in my mind. Every little thing you do, I swear I'm alright. You got me hypnotized. You got me hypnotized. 911. I call you when I'm feeling lonely. 911.
Purse. Dry Beth. So I'm gonna use the Gorilla Glue. I'm sorry, Beth. Now that she's on there, like so. Yes, high five to you too, Beth. You're a queen. That's exactly what I envisioned. Cool, cool.
Baby boy, come get right on me. Put this fire out, baby. Do you know just what you do to me? What I need to know, it's criminal. Close my eyes and you're undressing me. One step further, boy, and we will be. Every time you touch my thighs, I wanna cry. Every touch you take me deeper in my mind. Everything you do, I swear I'm all alive. You got me hypnotized. You got me hypnotized.
There's a needle in my foot, and I want to die.
911. I call you when I'm feeling lonely. 911. Baby boy, come get right on me. 911. Put this fire out, I'm burning. 911. Sexing in the attic when you felt so automatic. Felt explosive when you had it, when you come all over me.
This is the idea of the final thing is I'm gonna have a chain go around and loop everything together. And then it's hard because this mannequin isn't big enough, but these are going to kind of fold on my hip. And then I just need to steam the collar and finish off some other little bits, and it's done. Finishing touches in my mobile studio. They changed the event date without sending an email. Rest in peace. Ow. They moved the event to Friday, December 17th. And it was supposed to be this week. And there's no website or social media. So it literally they just updated the Film Freeway site page. And I'm like, where was the email? So I had to figure out how to change my flight and my hotel, which I was able to do through Expedia. But oh my gosh. So now with 18 days until Chicago, I have more time to make changes and prepare. I'll be able to film the Book of Fear interview before I leave. I also took out the black panels on the sides of the red dress that I put in. And I think I'm going to wear it over really dressy pants and then just belt it as a faux jacket. All right, I'm early for my hair appointment with Queen Amy. So I'm going to run into Goodwill and see if I can find a chain or thin belt for the red faux jacket. Okay, so the belt works. Perfect. My hair looks good. I just feel depressed. Everything got moved, so I mean I have more time to get ready for everything. I would have been on a plane tomorrow, so bummer. All right, well, I'm gonna go into Walmart and see if I can find some paint to paint the belt darker, like a black color, or find a dark colored chain that's thin enough and short enough that can just be used as a belt, and anything else. And I also realized that the New York City Indie Shorts Awards are literally 2 weeks after Chicago now. So I have to get another set of looks done. Yay! Yes, Diva. Come on, gloves. might work really well as fabric. I like this dark red. It looks like a hotel curtain. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Nana. That is awesome. Okay, it's really nice outside. So I want to try to film a short video idea that I came up with last night in the blood druid outfit before it gets too dark. And also the army like red thing isn't done yet. Hi. So cool. I don't even know if I'll be able to use any of that, but I felt like doing it. My last step was to put buttonholes in. And I replaced the lower buttons so that it matched. And then I did just a tiny bit more detail work to blend everything together. And I have all the accessories and stuff that's gonna come. And I just need to get it packed later. Well, minus this little stuff that's gonna go in my bag with my bathroom stuff, all of my clothes are packed. I don't know if the Chicago Indie Film Awards are gonna be in person or online. It doesn't say anywhere. It says, like in the reviews, some places that it was in Chicago, and then other places it says it's an online festival. So I am, you know, brainstorming how to make this trip worthwhile, even if it's not in person, and even if I don't get screened at all. So I was doing some research on production companies, but then I was doing some more research that was telling me that to be able to submit, they don't take unsolicited kind of like just random people, you know, sending them ideas. So you have to have an agent. So it's like, okay, let's go through a list of talent agencies in Chicago and fire off some emails and see if I can meet with anyone while I'm in Chicago over the weekend and Friday. So that is my current plan, is to just send out a ton of emails and see if I get anything. Okay, that is 17 submissions. Most of them were email submissions, but a lot of them had stuff that you could submit via the website too. And then just, yeah. Okay. Oh, fingers crossed we hear back something before Friday. Chicago changed the dates again. And there was no notification. They keep changing it the day before or the day of the notification date. Like, I give up. Like, I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing. Like, should I just withdraw from film festivals and try to, like, just get people behind me? Like, just customers, like consumers? And should I try to get into film school? I just feel lost. Maybe it's just not the time for festivals. I'm honestly thinking about just pulling out and trying to do a social media thing. And then looking at film schools, or just continuing to generate my own interest, because it's going to be so much less expensive and I'll have 1,000% more control.
I know that just in talking with a manager earlier that
Well, instead of going to Chicago, where I would be today, I was at work, and it's really, really slow because it's the week before Christmas, and now I'm going home and grabbing my camera and my outfits because I discovered a second floor of the building I work in, which is probably haunted and has been abandoned for like 50 years. So hell yeah. And I want to get some more shots for Return to Earth because it's really, really nice outside. On my way back, just did a little bit of moisturizer. I'm trying to get this stuff out of here. I usually sleep in here when I'm depressed during my work day. But it's a mobile studio right now. All right, I have my stuff and my camera. Let's go. Muddy. I'm literally covered now just from standing out there. This ground is so soft. It's like from the snow. It's so pretty though.
You're like, okay,
Alright, I left my phone in the other place, but instead of going back upstairs, I found this room, which has been gutted. So I'm going to use this as the scene for Fool's Bargain. And then I'm going to use the other abandoned office too. Sweet. I found the second part of Return to Earth. I'm going to catch this green light. And I also filmed the Fool's Bargain. I forgot my phone at my desk, but there's other parts of our office that are completely abandoned. So I went over and used 2 of the suites that were completely empty. And one of them was like, the walls were gutted and everything, so it was pretty cool. I just put a chair in the corner. This guy's going up my ass. I haven't prepared for that. Okay. You'll see it soon. I just packed up my desk at work. After feeling nothing for almost 2 months. I just can't do it anymore. And my boss and who's also my really good friend, you know, wants me to be happy with what I do. And he understands. Are all in the back too. I need my mental health to be better. You know, if I'm spending so much of my time and energy in a place where I feel like I don't matter, and like the hospital system doesn't care who does it, and it's not even what I want to do anyway. It was just a good paycheck and a good opportunity, like coming out of surgery and graduating from college. So, like, I haven't seriously considered suicide since I was like in high school. I mean, in college, I basically tried to kill myself through other ways, but didn't want to feel bad about it. But like, I'm actually, like, I've tried everything to make that job work. And, you know, it feels like when there's too much to do, I feel like I'm not getting all of it done. And then when there's slow weeks and there's not much to do, I feel like I'm not doing enough. And like half the people have already left, and my boss is now leaving too. So here's the book from the Book of Fear. Yes, there was real blood. I really did cut my hand, and there is blood underneath the cover. Welcome to my collection. I hope one day you'll be a part of it. This is my groundhog bone hat from the premiere of the Book of Fear. And this right here is an alligator scale that my grandmother found in Florida. How could I forget this from the intro? I want to leave like in a good place with all my stuff, but I just can't keep up. It's January 14th, 2022. left my job on Wednesday. Left all my friends who were still there. Just got signed up for health insurance. That's twice what I was paying at Northern Light. But I'm starting at Hassan on Monday. I'm starting film school. And I'm interviewing for the control room at WABI at the news station for part-time. So my classes start next week, but just kind of processing the change that I just walked away from a really solid job and a lot of financial stability to go back to school and pursue my dreams. You know, and I could have been the one who gave up on them and just kept going and, you know, made a full career out of my life at Northern Light, because they would have kept me and I would have kept being promoted and I would have probably ended up in management someday, who knows. So I'm done like wishing that I was following my dreams, and for the first time now I'm actually following my dreams. You know, and even before that, when I spent 4 years in Boston doing a business degree, which, you know, is going to be helpful on its own, but it wasn't enough to get me to where I needed to go for my dreams. So I couldn't make it on just a business degree and a portfolio of some short films. So here I am going back to film school, and I'm atheist, but like I know I'm praying to myself and my own resilience and everything, that I know that I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna get through this, and I'm going to make it, and I'm gonna make my dreams come true. So you watch.